Hi guys, it's Bella from Life According to Bella, and today I'm going to show you how to use the NuMe Sillhouette Straightener. I got mine a couple weeks ago and I absolutely love it. I previously used the Air straightener and this one is so much better. It leaves your hair smoother, less frizzy. You can do curls with it and the curls stay. It is just a fantastic straightener. So today I'm going to show you how I straighten my hair. I just washed it and let it air dry, so it's a little frizzy and it has a couple like flips on it. I'm going to use this L'Oreal NuMe Sillhouette Iron Straight Heat Protectant. It smells really good. It's a fantastic product and it works really well. I use it when I am blow drying my hair straight, so that way it's I'm not using the harsh heat from the straightener, but I still want it straight. It works fantastically. So just spraying that on, brushing it through. Okay, then I section my hair into pieces because then it's easier to get all of the strands straight. So I use little clips. I found these on Amazon. There's two different kinds. These, which are hair tamer clips, they have little teeth on the bottom and on the top and the bottom. These are, jawbone clips, and they have little teeth too. I use both of them for different things. I use the bigger one, this one, for when I'm sectioning bigger sections of hair, and I use the other one, this one, for when I'm sectioning smaller sections. So right now I'm just taking a section from about my ear down, and I'm leaving that down, and then I divide that in two to either side of my head, just right down the middle, and then I brush this out, and I take about 1 inch, maybe a little bit less than 1 inch section, and then I take my straightener. This has a setting on, everything's on the inside, so I don't need to see it, there's like a little knob right here. That's the setting of the heat. It goes from 140 all the way to 450, and I have it right, there's also a 290 mark, and I have it right past the 290, and then there's an on and off switch. And then on the front there's a light, and it either is red or green. So when it's red, it's not ready, and then when it turns green, as you just saw, it's ready at the temperature that you set it. So now I'm going to take that section of hair and start at the very top, just clamp it down, and go slow and steady down all of my hair. And then on the ends, I flip them out because my hair is a little curly, especially if I have mousse in it. So it tends to curl in, and when you at the end, if you flip it out, then it'll lay straighter throughout the day. Just a tip. Okay, then go to the next section and do the same thing. And there you go, nice and straight. Okay, now moving on to the other side. So it is better to start with the back strand, just so that you can get all of the hair and see what you're working with. But sometimes if you start with the front strand, you can't really see what you're doing, since that's already straightened out of the way. Okay, first layer is done. Now I'm just going to continue to section, clip, and then straighten. One trick I've learned with these little short pieces right by your ear is to, and by your face, because that's always short, is to take them and put the flat iron like with your face, clamp it, pull it straight out, and as soon as you let it go, you pull it down and hold it down next to your face. And what that does is when you pull it out, it straightens the strands, and then when you pull it down while it's still hot, since the hair shaft is being able to be moved because it's hot, it'll lay flat. So you're going to see it's straight and flat right there. Again, with these little tiny wispy spots, I'm not doing my bangs yet. Those I do completely separate. I'm going to clip them away just so that they don't get in this area that I'm clipping here. These little wispies, and I call them little tiny hairs. Again, I'm just going to put the flat iron on them straight, pull them straight out, and then as soon as they get out of the hot iron, pull them down and hold them while they cool. This is the same thing as like setting a curl. When you as soon as it comes off the rail, you hold it until it cools down. It's the same thing. It's just letting those hair shafts reform into the new shape that you're putting them. In this case, it's straight and stays there. And there you go. Okay, on to the next one. Just just real quick, as I start to get more hair, because mine's kind of thin, as you see I didn't put it in a ponytail the first time because it's really thin, but as I get more hair I put it in a pony when I section it, so that way it doesn't get mixed up with my other hair that's not curled, because then it is a pain in the butt to figure out what's curled and not. He said you definitely want it all straight. It's just better to be safe than sorry. Also, don't put the hair that you're straightening in a tight ponytail, or else it'll leave a dent, especially since you just used a heat product on it, so the hair is being reshaped. Do not make it tight, or else you'll have that ponytail dent. Make sure when you're straightening, using any straightener, even though I highly suggest this NuMe Sillhouette, that you don't clamp down and pull too hard, because you will damage your hair shafts, and you'll end up thinning your hair, or making it more prone to breakage, or you'll break your hair off in your straightener. It's not good to pull, push really, clamp it down really hard. Just go over it lightly. It'll get straightened. Sometimes you have to go over it several times, but that's better than damaging your hair. Okay, now on my top layer, and this is the most important one because it's the one that shows and everybody sees it. So what I do is I take each little section by section, about 1-inch sections, and when I let my hair dry, I part it and brush my bangs into my face while it's wet and kind of over to the side. So when they dry, they're dry really pretty and nice. And then also I part it and brush the top when I want it straight. So that way it's really shiny and straight at the top, because as you can see I don't really need too much heat. But as soon as you get past like that few inches, it gets really fuzzy and yucky. So what I do is I take about 1-inch sections all the way around, and right where it starts to get curly, I go from there at an angle and just go straight out again, and we're kind of curling in, and then I bring it down and hold it. Just let it dry just like that. There are many perks to doing this. Not only are you not using as much heat on your roots, but you're also getting that beautiful straight and shine all the way to the top. Now if your hair is very curly all the way to the top, then what I would suggest doing is holding it straight out, going to your root, and pulling it up like this, because sometimes my hair decides to be curlier, and then pulling it down and going over this area again. That'll give you more volume at the top because of the way you're pulling it, but then also it'll straighten as you pull it down, and it'll form your face if you do that inward curl like I do, which I think is very flattering. Section my bangs out. They're growing out, but I still have some bangs here, as you can see. And I'm going to clip those away because I do those differently than the rest of my hair. So I'm using my smaller clip. I'm going to clip those out of the way. And then finish this section. For my bangs, I take little, I'm going to clip this back just to get it out of the way so you can see my parts here. Take little sections by sections, so I go right from my forehead, like my eyebrow, across, and I take it diagonally because I want my bangs to lay diagonally this way. And I clip the rest out of the way, and I take this little part right here, and I take the flat iron flat against my head, and I just go down. And I always angle it towards my face, so it'll lay across my face. And that's all I do. Straightening it all, I take out all the clips and of course the ponytail holder, and I'm done. Now if you find any little strands that are straight or a little frizzy, then you can go over them again. I usually go over all of it just to make sure that it lays nice together and stays flat. Or if my little tiny baby hairs right here are off, I'll do those again. Or if I get a little frizzies in here, I do this again. Just sectioning it, with your fingers. You don't have to hold anything back, nothing fancy, because you already did that. And just finishing it off, making sure I like every the way it looks. Once you have it the way you like it, then you're going to put hairspray in it. I just got this new Pro V Pantene Stylers. I love this hairspray. Not only does it smell fantastic, but it really holds. It's the extra strong hold. It's number 3 out of 4. And it's fantastic. So I'm just going to hold my hair and let it drop as I spray it. And spray it up in here, underneath my roots, just to give me more volume. And then of course on top. Running my fingers through it as I do it. That way my hair doesn't get really stiff from the hairspray, but then again it'll hold its straightness from the hairspray. Again on the other side. And my roots, giving a little extra volume there. Okay, and then I'm going to run the brush through it, and I'm done. There's the final product. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. I hope you learned something new. Maybe you will go buy, maybe get this Silhouette straightener from NuMe. By far it is the best one. I will have a video out soon on how to curl your hair with the straightener. I would highly recommend this one for doing that because it brings out the prettiest curls a straightener can do. I've tried many other straighteners and none of them have worked but this one. So definitely would recommend this. There are a lot of coupon codes from NuMe. Just go search coupon codes for NuMe and there will be a ton. They always are running great specials. Love, love, love their company. I hope you learned something new and you liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe. You can click anywhere on the screen to do that. Thank you so much and see you next time. Bye!